I'm just clearing out some of this gobbledygook so it's a little easier to know the terrain.
I should probably close down these job sites and open up my tab for
Only if you're
Inside
feeling like it.
Alveus.
If you want to, you can get inside Alveus anytime you want.
Who's Alveus and why am I getting inside them?
Alveus is the planet, and because it's a wonderful place to tell stories.
Oh, so it's a subterranean campaign because we're getting inside Alveus.
You joke, but
Listen, the
all will make
Underdark's a
sense
thing.
soon. All will make sense soon. But Mike, that does matter.
All right.
You've touched on something. Just I want you to know that.
It's actually so funny. I'm like,
Emma is privy to knowledge.
Listen, any story worth its salt has subterranean shit going on.
this is true.
So there is some subterranean shit going on, but it's more than just that. It's just very funny that you said that.
Ah.
What?
Oh, I just closed a tab on my iPad that I didn't mean to close.
Is everyone here? Is everyone feeling fresh and ready and funky, cool, and want to play?
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling at least 4 out of the 5 things you just said.
Oh, which one is the not one?
Ready. I can't be ready. I don't know what's coming.
Well, yeah, you do. Onions.
Okay. I know what's here. I don't know what's coming.
Probably more onions.
Probably just more onions, and that's all.
Yeah, just onions.
Yeah, because we followed a bunch of shadow wolves in here for onions.
They all turned into onions.
Well, the onions live here, so the onions were dark and twisted and corrupted by the forest. They're shunions.
Never mind.
The dark
and the
onion.
nature of their existence is
Never
shunya
mind.
business.
God, boy. Do your spiel.
Oh yes, the spiel. Is everyone? So is Cow and Fab here? Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I was too
okay,
intrigued,
guys.
I forgot to finish my dinner.
Welcome back to Inside Alveus. Just before we begin, my normal preamble, which I have not shortened, so buckle up. We are here to experience friendship, romance, and found family, take risks and fail forward, relish tension and find enjoyment in the drama, investigate the nitty-gritty details, engage, ask questions, and pursue threads, openly communicate our wants and needs, and most importantly, play D&D with friends and have fun. Important things to remember. Some enemies can be stronger than you expect. Not every fight can be won, but you can always try to talk it out or run away. Characters can lie to you. People aren't always who or what they say, but you can always ask questions and seek out the truth. Conflict, challenge, and tension are the building blocks for our story. Encounters might not go the way you expect, but we can always pause the game and discuss how we think things should go. Anything is subject to retcon or reframing if it makes the game more fun. Yay.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Now, it's wonderful to have you all here in this very calm, lush atmosphere. I am going to change the music slightly, though, just because I feel like we have to shift into where we are. Because you're slow. I don't know.
Wow.
Hey, man. What's Charity's deck score? You said the 13. Let's get you added on. Let's get you where you need to go. And what is your deck score again? wonderful, even effervescent, some might say. Okay. So welcome back to Inside Alveus, everybody. I'm excited to have you here at the table in quotes. Before we begin, would anyone like to help me recap what happened last session?
We fought so many onions. We're still fighting them, actually.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happened at the very, like, super beginning.
What happened at the very super beginning is that we visited the blacksmith, of which name I can't currently remember, and it's not in my notes because he annoyed me.
Peso.
Peso long arm.
Yeah.
They were always there. I didn't realize you couldn't see like half of them.
So we went to the smelting pot to talk to Beso about potentially acquiring some goods. Charity, I should remember her name the best, um, wanted to get fitted with some new horseshoes? Shoes. New shoes for their hooves. Beso was gonna, all in all, was gonna charge us a pretty hefty amount, but with the promise of a song and some political jargon from Cleo, we got everything pretty cheap. Charity went to the stable hand, not stable hand, just Toby, to get the shoes fitted on, and then we started our journey proper after Charity, before going to get the shoes, informed us that there was another person that went into the woods.
And his name is John Cena.
I guess that's his name.
Sorry, it's Abdul Tanda.
Yeah, Tanda. So after all of our sort of pre-exploration preamble was done, we set off, and you know what? Absolutely nothing happened before this. So we went into the woods, and we found some onions. They spit at us.
They did.
Yeah. They're spitters, not good.
Charity and Galen had a chat in the house, and Galen and Cleo had a chat outside the blacksmith. Yes. Hoofshoes. I'm trying to remember if any other important PC conversations happened, or if that was all.
Oh, I was mostly joking. There was an important conversation that was had. The mayor's husband,
Yeah.
Timber Trahan, was like, "Hey, Cleo, you remind me of someone from my past." And Cleo was like, "I don't really. I know what you mean, but I don't really want to discuss it." And apparently, Cleo was not convincing enough in her not wanting to discuss it, because then Timber name dropped Efara Weiss as someone that he used to know, and Cleo sort of acknowledged that Efara was their relative. It's not really confirmed what they are, but it's most likely just like a cousin, like link. And that sort of being sort of brought forward, Cleo was a little like icy, didn't really want to talk about it, and Charity for some fucking reason.
Who was it?
You're
Come
lying, you're
on.
lying, you're lying. That's what we're doing. You were telling fibs. Um, Thankfully, the other person to hear that just does not give a fuck about politics. I'm looking at you, Volga, in
She's
appreciation.
12 years old. What do you want from her?
I was looking at her in appreciation.
She doesn't know what a colonialism is.
Not yet. We'll get there.
But she will.
But yeah, that's all I'm throwing out because honestly, I feel like I'm rambling.
I
No, you're-
appreciate your rambles.
This has been great. Yes.
2 sessions ago, but yes, to a Beatrice. I think I reminded y'all. It was in my recap for last session because it happened.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shadow Pack wolves' corpses sprouted clusterwood trees. I yeah,
They're
Galen
fun.
uprooted one, replanted it. The only thing else I have is that I think maybe why you thought Cleo delivered the letter last session is because Cleo mentioned, oh man, going back to the tavern second time in a day because she went to fetch Sen from the Canty Clover, and there was an awkward conversation, and then there was a little interaction where Cleo was like trying to explain to Sen like the intricacies of human jealousy and intimacy, and why it might be weird for Sen to blatantly flirt with another woman in front of Ronan.
Nah.
And then one more thing that I have here is that upon entering the forest, Walga made a perception check and saw the Hat Man.
Batman.
Saw a dark
Who is
silhouette
he?
watching the group and then disappear into the trees.
And then I think
Um,
Galen mentioned that she had seen the same silhouette watching her
Mhm.
house the night before.
Mhm.
Yes. Ambien. Well, I guess it is Benadryl if it's the Hat Man.
But yeah, that's about it. Then you guys made your way to the forest, traveled for a bit, um, learned exactly how dark it is in this forest, how the wide waxy green leaves seem to almost absorb the light above in the canopy so that almost none of it gets through, and how the trees themselves are harder than iron and nearly impossible to chop down without magical tools. And then stumbling your way through this more open area that you found yourself in, you discovered these strange, bright purple flowers growing up out of the ground. And upon inspection, Charity learned that they were somehow abnormal, corrupted, twisted, mutated. Maybe something in the soil did something to them, something about this forest and its tendency to curse things and twist things that stay here for too long. But because of the creature's ability to be undetected when not moving, false appearance, uh, Charity was not able to distinguish it from a normal onion plant before it popped up out of the ground and attempted to murder her. And that's when the rest of the flowers, answering a mighty battle call from their leader, began to join in on the fight and ambush you as a group. We got through a single round of combat. You learned that they were able to spit some like noxious, like acidic fluid at you. Walga got it in her eyes and is currently blinded. And then Sen blew a shit ton of them up, and Cleo did a sick magic missile. And other stuff happened too, but I forget most of it. But now we're back here, and I'm gonna put on some fighty music, and we're gonna continue this combat.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Cottagecore witch aesthetic. Let's go!
Goblin court
Oh.
hours.
After seeing Sen rush forward and blast this giant column of fire in front of her, roasting 2 onions where they stood, and granting everyone, I believe you did, granting everyone the blessing of sight through darkness
I did.
with your little grabby hands.
Yeah.
You are now in the midst of a combat among the dim and dark light of the clusterwood trees. What do you do, Galen?
This is a completely unrelated question. How good
Yeah.
does the air smell right now?
Ooh,
See, I was also trying to figure out.
have you? So there's
how
no
these
oil
are gonna
involved.
Taste, okay. How
Uh,
much would Cow with her onion allergy be dying right now? Exactly.
So yeah, there's certainly a scent to the air. There's no oil involved, but the fire and the heat and these naturally acidic juices alone, when the flames sort of trickle away from the ground in front of Sen, you do see 2 like brown, glistening, caramelized corpses that smell really good.
Galen is gonna resist her urge to collect them because that would be horrible. So she's not gonna do that. However,
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Who would want to do that?
they were sent to you. I mean, you know.
Cleo
It
doesn't
is.
give a fuck.
Emphasis on were.
And now
Were.
they're dead.
Now
Now
they're
they're
dead.
dead.
If I don't eat them, the bacteria will. So, all right, let's get cooking. And by cooking, I mean cooking onions. I am going to. Oh well,
What's
Toll the Dead
onion?
wouldn't. Toll the Dead would not work on these lads because, well, it would, but it would not D12 them.
It wouldn't D12 them, no.
I guess I could just do a nice, sexy little spiritual weapon
Ooh,
up here.
spiritual weapon.
What?
Getting spicy.
It's spicy. We're getting spicy
Where would
today.
you like to place it?
I would like to. I can place it anywhere within 60 feet, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so then I'm going to place it right here. Is there a way to create a token for that?
There is, yes. Give me one moment. For some reason, my file system is being a little
Oh.
strange.
No worries.
It's a glaive, yes.
It is a glaive.
I think I got a token for your glaive in the last combat. Let me go check that map. Is that still there? It sure isn't. What a fool I am.
Oh, wait. Ooh. I just realized something
Ooh.
better that I could do.
Oh, do you want to do that instead?
Yes, I would like to. So I think Galen looks around at the very dark woods, at the little rascals trying to attack us, and out at the trees. And I think her eyes kind of glimmer and like reflect non-existent light, so that they almost glow for a second. And she is going to make like a motion like striking a match, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire to give
Ooh, okay.
us advantage.
Yeah, so Fairy Fire, you need to cast it in a 20-foot cube in a specific
Yes.
area.
So I think I'm gonna put the center of it right here.
Right here?
Yeah. So that I think that catches both of them in it. Yes.
It also catches you, Walga, and Charity.
Oh, maybe we can scooch it a little bit.
Charity's
Well, it's
gonna be
get
caught by
Charity
this.
regardless.
Charity says
So you yeah, you strike a match, not actually, but you make the motion of striking a match, and creeping down your arm and fingers where you're making these somatic motions for your spell, tiny little shadowy hands sort of drip down your arm and down your fingertips and drip down onto the ground and splatter across the trees and then sort of like slither snake like across the ground and across the trees and like a shadow moving across a flat plain, these little arms that sort of become these little like humanoid bodies all collect and swirl in this circle around this area you've designated, and then all at once these tiny little like pinpricks of light open up in pairs and then begin to flare up and then burst up out of the ground in a swirling all around, almost like a mini whirlpool of shadow and light. And those blinking bright pairs of light try to cling on to every living thing in the area and make them glow. Charity, I need you to make a save against this spell, and I will roll some saves for these guys. Emma, what kind of save should that be?
Save.
A dex save against DC 14. You got boys on you now.
You're a firework.
You feel just like 1,000 tiny
You're
little
glowing.
hands.
Oh my god.
They're all just giving
So-
you the tiniest hug.
Aw.
The allium rascal right in front of you, Charity, begins to glow brightly as these little guys begin to cling to it. Unfortunately, the little guys also begin to cling to you, and you also begin to glow.
Oh, BB. Joe is back. Gotta move the car.
Okay, I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay.
Before I go, though, I will also say something else that maybe you didn't expect. Off in the trees, sort of hidden beneath the clusters, you
Fan.
make out the silhouette. What?
The Hat Man?
Oh, the Hat Man. No, you make out the glowing silhouette of another creature that has been
Potato!
similarly affected. And I will be back in just a second.
Is that a potato? Hold on.
It is a
Ooh,
potato.
Enhance. Those arms.
The Hunter's Hall.
Enhance. Enhance potato.
Slayer of the corrupted veg.
So
I'm
what
kind
I'm
of-
getting at is that we have lunch.
We do. We're about to have such a big feast. Oh my god. We'll put some of Olga's hot peppers in there.
No, those were bad. Those are so. Those are beyond bad.
You don't want a bit of sweet heat in the stew?
It's not sweet heat. That's biological warfare. Do it. Gonna be a bit before I do it to you. Fireball is not an immediate spell I will be taking.
Oh my god. In a forest?
It's not an immediate spell. I'm leaving that to Sen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I also was like, I feel bad about the woods and was clarified that it would be fine because it's clusterwood.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I believe when we level up, I will be taking haste for charity.
Nice.
The somatic component for that will be Cleo slapping her on the back of the ass.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Up two, soldier!
You know how they do in the army. Ooh. Hell yeah. Ooh.
Are you going ancients again? I have to ask. All right. So how do I get access to Hunger of Hadar?
You take Eldritch Adept, I think. Oh wait, no, that gives you invocations. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh, I can't hear you. I can hear you in real life, but I can't hear you over
Yeah,
the
I
mic.
can't hear you, Riley.
Yeah. No, nothing. Ahaha. If the teacher doesn't come in for 15 minutes, we can leave.
Yeah, if we can't hear Riley, I'm making friends with the onions, and they're part of our party now. We
I'm
adopted
cooking them.
I'm
That's so
asking them for
rude.
alchemical regions.
So rude.
You have 2 alchemists in the party. Well, you have a cottagecore witch and an alchemist.
Yeah.
Ah,
There you are.
Ah!
hello. I rise again.
Greetings.
You can make friends with the onions if you want, but you've already killed 2 of their young, so good luck.
Yeah.
They sure
Hey,
did.
we had-
They you,
we had
you should not feel guilty.
we haven't fucked up with this potato. There's a chance.
This is true.
Oh, that's true. Yo, so true. But yeah, it's a little potato guy, hiding in the bushes. Galen, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I don't think there is anything I can do. Ooh, I did
can
think
move?
of a. I thought of a. Oh yeah, I can move. I was just thinking like, I really like the idea that when someone is glowing in Galen's fairy fire, it almost looks like there's a. You know how like on the road in the middle of the woods at night, you have your headlights, and your headlights like land on a deer. It looks like that. It looks like they are lit up by headlights in the middle of the woods at night. That's like
Oh, that's
it's a
fun.
very specific look, but I feel like that's the vibe.
I get you.
Fuck yeah. All right, cool.
Yes, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
But where?
Wherever you want.
I don't
There's
have
also a
to.
lot of the room that hasn't been seen yet. You're only
Oh
seeing part.
yeah, that's true. But I don't want to split too far from the party either. I'll stick with my friends for now.
All right, Charity, your go. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No sword required. Oh yeah, I think it'll hit. Just a little bit. 9 bludgeoning damage. All right, you punch this motherfucker in the face. He's like bleeding up at you and like and makes horrible choking sounds. Put a little stank on it. Yeah. Alrighty. There's a horrible choking noise, and then what does your divine smite look like? I think this is one of the first times we've seen you use it, if not the first. Yeah. Yeah, as this tiny little onion thing like vibrates violently from the forest, and then the green light bursts, and its body erupts. There is a violent spray of that bitter, acidic lacrimator. Charity, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. All right, you aren't blinded. You're able to sort of close your eyes in time as this like like aerosol substance encompasses you in close proximity. You do take 1 point of acid damage. And that is that your go? You're staying there? All right, sounds good. Next up, this potato man. This fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
The scamp.
Is
little scamp.
Going to there's like you can only see the silhouette of it highlighted like the headlights shining through the thin cracks in the clusterwood trees.
Sorry.
But then you see the ground begin to be displaced, and you see this like little like round brown thing sort of scrambling up out of the dirt. It's got like long tendrils kind of like falling off of it, where these like potato eyes and roots are growing out and like seeking. It doesn't have any eyes that you can see, but it's almost like got its arms extended outwards, and its little rooty feet are kind of spider webbing out into the ground to seek, and it hears some commotion. 10, 15, 20. And it's gonna find you, Charity, and begin to make some attacks against you. At advantage.
Rude. I say, be having cast the spell that caused this.
That is going to be a natural 20 to hit.
Oh god.
And you're going to take 6 bludgeoning damage. Because it's a very poor rolls on this guy. There's one. That can't be right. How do you get a +0 on a crit? Oh, I see. Yep, it's for 6 bludgeoning damage. Cool. And that's his fucking go, baby.
Nice.
But on the outskirts and the fringes of where you're able to see through the forest, you do notice more movement from beyond coming into the light. As more of these fucking guys appear. These little motherfuckers. Oh, and their move speed is not 20, it's 25. So they're gonna move a little more.
Oh. They're so small.
They're just little guys.
They're scary.
Anyways, Walga, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, Walker can't see shit. Am I completely blind, or is vision bad but not gone?
You had the blinded condition until the end of your turn.
Okay. 3d5.
I will post that ability so you can see.
Yeah. When a creature can't see, it automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature attack rolls have disadvantage. Does fairy fire do anything when you're blinded?
even though you can't see rules as written, it still would technically give you advantage, so it would even out to a normal attack.
So I kind
Okay.
of feel like even through the blinding, you can just like hear
The
the
whispering of the
whispers,
voice.
and that kind of like just in the spatial recognition in your brain can like help you locate them a bit better.
I can also still smell. So the potatoes smell
Onion.
like dirt, and the onion smells like onion. So
Fact.
I can still hit things, Tara. I got this. I'm gonna give this guy a stab for now.
Give him a what for? Give him a good old stab.
As soon as I find my window again, the struggle. I was looking at spells, like I could do this thing with this, and I'm like, I could just stab it though.
I'm also now realizing that the Onion Boys have been removed from initiative.
Oh no.
I'm gonna re-add them to initiative.
I do 5 damage he deals on the potato.
Well, hey there, Mister. Who said a 23 hit? It hits. You do 5 piercing damage to the
I was
potato.
about to say. I was looking at my damage, I was like, 1d8 for 1 damn, we rolled low.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Anybody want a healing word?
I think you need to be able to see
You-
someone for that.
You're also the most hurt. Tied with Charity, actually.
Yeah, but I feel like as a Knoll, Walga does not particularly care about damage until she's really feeling it. So, all right, I'm good.
Okay. The Onion Boy would have moved, so I'm gonna go ahead and have Onion Boy take his turn. Oh, so you are no longer blinded.
Yay!
So after this turn is over, you're able to sort of cry out and rub your eyes enough to sort of regain your vision and see this onion waddling down this path towards you and your group.
Oh, I'm
And
dead
it's
sorry.
going
I'm
to kind of like make a little crouching motion, kind of glance, squint, and then and like spit another fat glob of this lacquer matter at who does it think of the bat? It just saw you attack most recently, Walga, so it's gonna hit you.
rude.
Technically speaking, it wouldn't have seen Volga attack if we're going by initiative rules. I'm just kidding.
Well.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, it can attack Charity. That's chill.
Well, I got a 7 on my Constitution roll, so I guess I'm blinded
Oh.
then still.
Well, only if it hits you.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, you take 5 acid damage, and you're blinded until the end of your next turn.
Oh, no.
Volga wipes it free, gets it again. God damn it!
I can't see! Oh no!
Oh. Yeah. Let's roll it. That's exactly the amount of damage you took. And I'm gonna say, even though you were still hit by the attack and it's just the damage being reduced, since it's all of the damage, I'm gonna say that Charity is able to like completely block the shot, and you don't get any of that liquid in your eyes. You're not blinded.
Yay! Thanks,
Yeah.
this stuff is nasty.
Cleo.
Tricky.
$10, $15, $20, $25, $30.
So you would not be able to move into the brush here.
I'll just move up here. And then I see that potato, and then I see some other potatoes coming up. Deal with one front first, and then circle around. Cleo's going to call out to Charity. On your left, Charity, dear. Bring out their hand with their gauntlet, and then as power surges in that small like half sphere focus on them, uh, you see ice begin to form along each of her sort of clawed fingertips, and then sort of come to a focal point, and a ray is going to shoot out towards this Solemn Scamp as I cast Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
Yeah. We're just making a
So,
feast.
okay,
A 21 will hit.
hit.
It sure does. That scamp done been frozen.
What the fuck?
A frigid beam of blue-white light streaks towards a creature within range. 1d8 cold damage. Is that damage anywhere, or do you need to roll that still?
To do that, I need to do something real quick. I'll put attack. Just change this to an attack. Okay. So we're just gonna. She click this now, and I'll do 8 cold damage.
Oh, what a roll!
Very nice.
Yeah. Freeze dried and stabbed. This potato is like its like roots kind of curl away, and its arms like kind of cross in front of its little body, and its mouth closes, and it begins to shake a little bit. It's shivering.
Oh.
And I think along with that, Cleo's going to collect the ambient energy from the air as she's going to use her flexible casting to transfer 2 of her sorcery points into a level 2 spell slot.
Amazing.
To replace the magic missile that she cast.
Very heckin' cool.
So you just see the cold magic get siphoned back up into that sphere on her on the backside of her palm. And that's her turn.
All right. There's almost a slight sort of shifting and pulsing of the light as it comes out from the ambient air and earth around you and into your orb. You pull from the blue magic that you cast at the Solemn Scamp, and that goes back to you as well. But also pulling from the air magic in the area, there's a faint sort of green and orange shimmer just kind of comes up and out of the ground and into your orb, mixing with the blue and into your magical repertoire, your ammunition.
Does it feel different, like earthy?
It feels earthy, but it also feels a little more like not volatile per se, but it feels
untapped,
wild, primal.
That tracks. We're in the middle of fucking woods.
Yeah, you get almost like a little like combined with the like the steadiness and the strength and the patience of the trees and the earth and stone. You also get a feeling of like energy, of heightened senses of like vigor.
All right.
But that will be your go. Sen, what do you do?
I feel at home.
At home. What do you define at home? What does home feel like to Sen?
It's wild, primal. You said things.
Mm-hmm. I did say things. Sen, go ahead and make me either an Arcana or a History check.
This one's a little bit better.
14?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not bad at all. You, with your privileged knowledge and very strange arcane mind, you kind of see Cleo pulling this magic from around her and into herself. And to Cleo's eyes, she can very clearly see the color of the magic as it becomes more potent and concentrated. But you see those colors vibrantly and quite saturated and bright. And that wild vigorous primal feeling, um, this like neon orange glow kind of makes you feel that sort of excited energy in your heart. I don't know if you'd feel at home. Like this doesn't feel like somewhere you would call like a safe haven or where you like lay your head down to rest per se. But if you were trying to tap into that wild feeling, you're certain that there is some potent orange magic inlay like just naturally occurring here in the land.
Sin claps and is like, Cleo. Well done. Well put. And yeah, listen, how intelligent would you say these little guys are?
I would say that compared to you all, not very. Maybe on a scale from 1 to 20, I'd give them a 2.
Okay. Another question. Do you think I could mold Earth a very large allium rascal?
Like a fake one?
Yes.
Make a little sculpture?
Yes.
I think that if I remember the Mold Earth cantrip correctly, it does go past the bounds of what the spell is normally able to do. But I will ask you, you target loose earth, excavate it, move it along the ground, cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on the dirt or stone. So instead of making a sculpture, you could make a shape.
Yeah.
What I'll tell you though is make a spell casting check for me. For you, that'd be a charisma check. Just roll a d20, add your charisma modifier.
Yeah, easy. Just roll a 20.
Cal, if you need sound, I have minor illusion. We can get something cooking here.
15 is exactly what you needed. So, as a creature who is made of and intimately familiar with magic, you know the normal bounds of this incantation that you're invoking, but with a little bit of a twist and a pull and a change to the magic, just ever so slightly, you can manipulate it to have an increased effect with your expertise at spellcasting and spellcraft. So I will allow you to create this. I'm going to basically combine the first two effects where you're making an area of loose earth move and also causing a shape to appear. And I'm interpreting that as turning an area of loose earth into a shape.
Yay! Sin is going to sit on top of the fake rascal and I didn't think this through. Hold on.
Oh my god.
You'd love to see it.
Command them. You are the queen.
Yes. I was gonna make some sort of witty statement and I got nothing. Hold on. Sin is so much more articulate than I am.
Yeah. I mean that was your action. Do you want to like leave it there and then come back to it next turn with a witty one-liner and maybe another kind of ability check?
Yes.
Okay.
Sin does look very cheeky on top of it though.
Hell yeah. Then we would come to the top of the round. Galen, that's you.
All right. Now I'm gonna spiritual weapon.
Amazing.
I believe.
So, Galen, as usual, sort of lifts her arm to the sky and grasps the air, and there's just this spinning cluster of shadows that builds out into the air and forms this wicked-looking dark obsidian glaive. And I guess because I forgot to describe it last time, I'm just going to describe it now. While she's been casting, this sort of like transformation has been slowly sort of spreading out from her eyes outward, where she has pale, freckled skin normally, these veins of like dark gray kind of spread and blotch until her entire body is this like dark silver with these kind of cracking gold veins throughout it. Hair turns bright, glowing ass gold. Two shadowy antlers sprout from the top of her head. And when she opens her eyes, they are that just fully pupilless bright gold as she starts casting more spells and keeps this spell active. Because fun shit. Fun times. So the spirit...
Sorry, you grew antlers?
Shadow ones, yeah.
Look at the token. Look at the token, Cleo. Look at Galen's token.
Okay, those are
those but bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, bigger, great.
Bigger.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Sorry, Cleo. They're not elk antlers. Or no, they're not moose. They're not moose. So the glaive is going to go right here next to this guy. And also next to this potato, which is fun.
All right.
And
you are able to move that glaive.
Oh, I am? You spoil me. Okay.
Power.
I can cast it and then attack it.
Yes, ma'am.
Onion is gonna get got, potentially.
Onion gets got.
Onion gets got.
Roll.
Let's
roll for it, Missy.
give a roll. Oh, I didn't bring any dice over here, did I? That's fine. I will
Do you want me to roll for you?
No, it's okay. I got it.
I have your D20.
Oh, really?
Why do you have her D20?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you can roll it.
Okay. It was a 10 on the die.
That's plus 6 is 16.
That hits the onion.
Let's go. Yeah, I think it just kind of like spins in the air and just slashes a few scores into the onion's face.
Emma.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this idea that I just had, which I think is very cool, that as the glaive is spinning through the air and slashing down, rather than something that looks like it's being puppeted by you and sort of moving jerkily through the air, it looks as if it's being wielded. And as it slashes through the air in the bright spotlights of your fairy fire, you can just vaguely make out the shape of two hands clutching the pole arm that sort of fade away at the wrist into nothing.
Yeah.
As it swings through the air.
Yeah. Silhouetted hands. I love it. Excellent. That's a D8 plus 4. Oh my god. Once again, I don't have dice. Can you roll a D8 for me, please?
Yes, ma'am. It's a 3 on the die.
It just says
2d8, I believe.
2d8?
At 4th level, it's 2d8.
Oh. I don't know why I didn't do it.
When you cast it at 4th level.
Oh, when I cast it. It says 1d8 here.
I'm looking up the spell, but I'm pretty sure it's 1d8 at second. Yeah, 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability mod. And then when you cast it with a spell slot a 3rd level or higher, it increases by a d8 for every 2 slots of a second. So 4th level, it's 2d8. 6th level, it's 3d8.
Cool. You said a 3 on the die?
Yep.
So that's plus 4, 7, radiant? Force. 7 force damage. He gets sliced. Can't wait to dice this onion.
And then you have an action and a movement left.
Ooh, yes. Okay. Action. I suppose, now that he's been damaged, Galen is going to raise a finger and point at him. And in his little onion ears, he just hears this like ominous tolling church bell.
It's that awesome music I hear.
And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on him.
Yeah, I love that. Is it a wisdom saving throw?
It is a wisdom saving throw against 14.
Toll the dead, or as I like to call it, ding dong bitch.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Okay, that saves.
Okay.
But that's
So
okay.
the little onion, after being sliced by this shadowy floating glaive, kind of backs up, and its little tiny like arms can't quite reach the sides of the top of its head. So it kind of like scrunches up and bends down and just sort of like tilts away, and its entire like layer of onion on its face just like scrunches up as it tries to like not listen to the ringing of the bell. You can move, and I believe that's your turn. Otherwise,
Yes.
I'm bullying these onions.
We really are bullying.
They attacked first. If they couldn't take the heat, they should have gotten out of the forest.
That's true.
I mean, all I'm saying is, you walk into someone else's kitchen, you think they ain't going to try to get you out of that kitchen?
True.
It
You walk
depends.
into my house.
I mean, it really depends for me. Or like, are they a good cook? Are they going to clean up after themselves? But if they
I
are
mean,
a
these
good
onions
cook,
smell delicious, so
Damn, you're right. I can't deal with the butler. The butler icon just ominously standing at the top left corner.
listen, Fab, you can't see him. He's unseen.
That's me. It's Emma.
He's
Emma,
just politely waiting. He's the hottest butler you've never seen.
He's just chilling. No, there he goes. Okay.
I can still see him. Oh my god, what are you doing, Walga?
Don't worry about it.
I'm so afraid. Charity, take your turn.
Oh god, okay, there we go. I got it under control.
Go.
I love that sentence so much.
We're making some mash.
Yeah,
Go
17
for
will
some
fucking
mash.
hit. Dude, this poor potato. Uh-huh.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, he do be getting mashed though. He takes the 10 bludgeoning and is like he's looking part mashed. The skin of the potato is ruptured. You can see like the bright like yellow and white flesh of the inside. You can almost smell the butter.
ugh.
Hmm.
Is your unarmed strike considered a light weapon? Then go for it. I don't know. I just because them bitches
The
be
torque
big.
weapon.
Oh shit, dark weapon. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like it's only a monk thing to be able to attack with an unarmed strike as a bonus action. Like that's a martial arts thing, right?
Yeah, that is specifically a monk thing.
Yours, no, certainly not, right? Okay. I also think that like the monks can just like do that for free as a bonus action, and they have to spend resources to do even more as a bonus action. So I think that like that leads me to believe that base is not light.
Well,
Yeah, keep your
here's the
seat.
other thing with monks, though. They have like a bigger die for their punches.
I know.
Also,
It's less of a balancing thing and more like I'm just thinking about how the rules work, and like why would the monks need a special rule to specify they can do that as a bonus action if anyone could do it as a bonus action? That's my thinking on it, at least. Yeah, you could.
He's got a knife.
Amazing. Do it. It'll be slashing, whatever. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makes one of us.
Well, you do have advantage because this potato is glowing. Oh god, that potato is sir glowing. Go deal your damage.
Vanguard and mashed.
How do you want to do this? You stab the potato dead and he falls to the ground.
Chop him up.
We're making French fries, y'all.
Weirdly enough, he doesn't move.
Cleo's a big girl. She can handle it.
Okay. Gabe, I didn't do that out of spite. Please check the chat. Oh, the Roll20 chat.
I don't
Is this a
see.
secret
We don't see
DM
anything.
thing?
Oh, okay.
It's a secret thing. You can't see it.
Correct.
But I pressed to public. Ah, well, hold on. I'll just copy paste the text. It's like it's got an ability.
Aww.
Thank you. Thank you. No. And then, like, its body wobbles, the roots are stuck in the ground, you can't get it away. But this potato creeps up onto next to Sen and is like, clearly cannot see what's happening here, but knows you're there anyhow. Its roots begin to like reach out and like feel against this like soil statue of the other like allium rascals, and it, I guess, like, I'm trying to think of how it would interpret what it's feeling in front of it. I'm gonna make a check for it to see if it thinks this is actually an allium rascal that's just had a weird bump on its head. Because like he knows the onions. The onions and potatoes are chill. They're cool.
They're allies.
Okay, you see like the little roots and tubers of the if its outstretched arms kind of like feel at the soil and then kind of dig into it a little bit. And the potato guy like kind of like takes a step back, like shocked almost, and is like, oh, it realizes this is just dirt, and then it can feel it like tilts up at you, Sen, and knows you're there. And it's gonna make an attack against you.
Wow.
He killed his best
I
friend.
believe my rascal overlord failed.
He got a 17 perception check to see if it was a thing. Does 20 hit you?
If I said no, would it be no? No, it hits.
If you said no, I'd believe you for some reason. You're gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch! That's a lot.
Yeah, it like rears back and slams like this tangle of tuber roots at you. Oh damn!
Mom's here.
But you dropped your shield. Cool. So you like deflect it with your dagger?
That's so hot.
That's so sick.
Oh, Charity.
Yeah, you
God
know what?
bless.
You were just finishing up with your potato, and
You gonna eat
you're
that?
primed and ready.
Oh my god. Yeah,
is so
this potato like whips a cord of braided tubers at Sen, and you just like in a split second, like your eyes like flash like an anime villain's, and you lunge out with your dagger, and then Sen, you don't feel any thing hit you for a moment, and then there's a little like thud against your face and neck, and there's just like a French fries hitting your face that's been chopped off with this potato.
Oh. Since she's
And
like,
like the,
oh, you're missing something.
it like recoils and just like lets out a exhalation of breath? Question mark.
That's got a mouth of some sort, it seems.
Yeah, for Tubin.
Does it have lungs?
Very important.
Well, it just exhaled some kind of breath.
Huh.
The only onion left in the game. Gosh, these guys are so stupid. Does it think it's gonna die? Does it know what death is? Is it gonna run?
Oh.
It rolled an ability. It rolled an intelligence check of 0.
Oh my
It goes ah and charges into battle.
Oh, no.
And it's gonna go for you. Oh yes, yeah, it's gonna go for Charity. Sight, glowing, big hit. And it's gonna make 2 claw attacks against you. First one's a 16. Okay, second one is a 17. You're gonna take 13 points of slashing damage total.
Whoa.
And it almost seems to be in like a frenzy or a fury of some kind, as if it's trying to avenge its fallen comrades. But also it doesn't really know what any of that means, and it sees a big glowing thing in its house.
Hey, can I reduce one of those with cutting words?
Yes, you can.
This shall not pass.
Oh my fucking
God.
Okay. Spend a bardic inspiration die.
Yes, I forget how big my dice is.
It should be a D6 right now.
Okay.
I love this party.
I hate this. Cal, congratulations.
Never let me play a bard.
You've been promoted to number 1 lesbian.
That was your first mistake, motherfuckers.
And then which attack are you reducing? Probably the 16 because you saw that one first.
Which one do the most damage? Is that
I mean, you
one?
would have seen the. I would say you would do the 16 first because it meets it, beats it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And it's the first one that came out that you could reduce.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gabe, take 5 hit points back retroactively. As Walga like says a witty line, maybe like plucks a chord on a string instrument of some kind, and the rascal is momentarily distracted as it tries to understand the strange foreign sound it heard. And now it's your turn, Walga.
It's a fucking twang of the rapier, which
Yeah.
I assume it's a bit more metallic, but it's so much. Have you ever had a big sheet of like Duplo Lego? And it goes like,
Yes.
whoop, whoop. Okay, thank you, for having that shared childhood experience. And then, all right, well, I don't have any more of that, so we're just gonna give it a nice stab. Let me find my button. There we go. Hi, does an 8 hit?
An 8 will miss.
This also shall not pass.
Oh, shall not pass. And it like it hits the deck as you stab at it.
Alright, that's a little weird.
Or actually, I kind of like it. It as it's running and you like cutting words the first attack and then go to stab it. It like trips over the dead body of the potato and falls, and that's why you missed it. As it like reaches out to claw and scratch at Charity.
And I think bonus action, I'm just gonna give Cleo a bark. All right, your turn, Cleo.
Get bardicked.
Get bardic, you sucker. I'm using resources.
We'd love to see it.
I don't like that. I'm gonna stop using resources now. I'm never gonna use them.
Good. Never use your resources.
What if I need them?
What if?
What if Riley never makes us lets us rest?
It's a law. It's a dangerous forest.
No.
Hey, Cleo, it's your turn.
All right.
You're also in hot pursuit of a young woman who was recently kidnapped. And you've been told you shouldn't be in the forest when it's nighttime.
It's hot pursuit because we're all
Sin's
hot.
fine though, so don't worry, guys. Sin's not mortal, so
Oh, true, facts. Sen hasn't been hurt once.
yeah.
Is Sen gonna
He's
be
just
the
here for the
Nezrin of this
trip.
campaign?
Yes.
God, I hope so. Never punished. But Cleo, it is your go.
All people to be done. All right. Cleo's sort of looking over the situation and then noticed the rushing of this potato to reach her.
It's like scrambling on the ground.
Cleo is going to turn around, see it sort of getting ready to reach back and attack her. So Cleo's gonna put the gauntleted hand forward with the claws, and then the area around her is gonna cool down for a bit as she taps into her blue magic, and is going to from out of her palm is going to output a conical wave of cold as she casts
Ooh.
Frost Fingers, which is just cold,
Cold
fiery,
burning hands.
Yeah, cold burning hands.
Old phalanges.
So she braces herself and then evokes that cold energy out just straight at this thing's face.
Yeah.
It's
Saving
going to
throw?
need to make a con save.
Will do. I don't know what song is playing, by the way. I'm sorry this is happening.
Nico,
Hey, I
what the
love
hell?
this one. Oh, damn! I
I'm
love that
sorry.
song.
Constitution saving throw. Let's make it happen. Boink. 19.
It's going to take 4 points of cold damage.
Brr.
And Cleo just sort of looks down at it and you're not gonna wanna. I don't know if you can hear me, dear, but you're gonna want to reconsider what you're about to do. You remind me of some of my cousins. Just take a step back to be near, a bit closer to the group.
All right. Sen.
Is my statue still upright?
It is. It's there's like maybe like a hole or two in it where the potato like dug some tubers in, but like it jumped back once it realized it was a dirt imposter and it was like shocked. So it's left relatively unharmed. Amogus venting in my forest?
Oh boy.
Yeah. You know what? These things just can't appreciate the finer art. And Sin is going to jump down.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Roasted potatoes.
I suppose you guys eat quite often, don't you?
Ooh.
And as Sin is like landing, they do a little twirl, and on the upswing of their arm, they launch another one of these scorchers.
Yeah. Is it deck saves then?
It is.
For both these little guys. That's a 1 and a 6.
Awesome. But you know what? I don't think that do it.
I think they both fail, actually.
Damn it! What's that roll? Who did this?
They each take 9 fire damage. Since you did both damage to both, that's a total of 18, which is pretty good. 18 damage total is nothing to sneeze at. And as you let loose another jetting column of fire. Oh, you know what? Sen can't actually stand where she's standing.
Oh, I can't. Is that
I have not.
wood?
I can't make walls because I am not paying for this program. But this,
No,
yeah,
I
this is
got
clusterwood.
I think I was right here.
Yeah.
Here.
Is there a way you can still get both of them?
Could I be right?
I know I know Cleo's pretty, but
Link.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I'd argue you could
Can
do
I
that.
barely hit them? Yeah, yeah,
I'll give it to you. Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Awesome. That's what
Cool.
some do.
Yeah, you let forth another jettisoning column of fire. And as like the bright red and orange light falls on the potatoes just before they're about to like feel the searing heat, you see them almost like cower away, like they can almost sense the heat coming before it hits them. And while they seem relatively they're singed, they're blackened, they're definitely hurt, but not mortally wounded. But there's something about their demeanor. They seem almost frightened now.
Ooh, afraid of a little roast, are we? Before Sin says this is literally. I don't think there's a light source anymore, right?
You can't. So you
Or the fairy fire.
Somebody cast light, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that still active? Okay, then
Yeah, it takes an hour to fade.
nice.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's my turn for now.
Sounds good. Galen.
All right. Let's give him a whack.
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 Also, everyone can see this one, right? That I sent.
yeah, the aversion.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so spiritual weapon is gonna float over these dead bodies very insensitively. Wait, can I move into its space, by the way, or does it occupy a space that I cannot step into?
Does what?
My spiritual weapon. Like, can I?
I believe that it like. I don't think it occupies space. You could, and also if it did, you could have it like hover like above you. You're more than welcome to have it occupy the same space as you.
Okay, perfect. I would like it to. I'm just gonna put it next to me, but I do want it to be right here. Although, does a glaive have reach? Does that affect?
It does.
The spiritual
But not your
weapon
spiritual
itself
weapon.
does not.
Oh
have
yeah,
reach.
it is what it is. Okay. Sure. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it here above this roasted potato.
Yeah.
Or I guess this is the mashed one, isn't it?
That's chopped and mashed.
Chopped and mashed.
Flash frozen.
Flash frozen.
Flash frozen, chopped and mashed.
So I feel like in the light of this this guy is still affected by fairy fire, right?
Only Charity is.
Only Charity? Okay, never mind. But yeah, I guess I probably should.
Only if you want.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
But they're cute.
This spiritual weapon glaive is going to by its invisible wielder kind of spin and slash once again at Mr. Scampy Rascal Boy.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack.
As my bonus action. You know, I'm just gonna go grab my dice. I keep forgetting to grab them until my turn.
All right, make sure you say hi into Riley's mic.
Hello.
Oh God, I wasn't prepared.
I
Perfect.
wasn't prepared.
Shoot.
Shooketh.
Wasn't prepared. Wait, why did I take all your dice? I could just grab my dice.
I wanted to share because I love
Well, I love you too, but I don't want to take
you.
your
You spit
Gay.
on my gift.
So sorry,
This is
sorry. The
true.
bit is ha gay.
Gay.
We're actually extremely heteronormative, unfortunately, because we're
Well,
both
we're
extremely bisexual.
We're hetero passing.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, stabbing him straight in the gut, just fully
Oh,
insensitively gutting him.
his little onion gut.
His cute little onion gut.
His little tummy.
his belly. Oh, that's 10 damage.
10 total.
10 total.
Oh, his little tummy.
His little tummy.
You gut him like a fish, and he like,
But he's-
like clenches over. And he's like holding his insides in, but his insides are just like lacrimortar liquid. There's no like organs or anything. But you can like see the layers of the onion inside as he's like
Oh,
holding himself
buddy.
together.
I'm gonna come up to him, and I'm gonna kneel like Ezio Assassin's Creed.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna say, "I'm sorry, friend," and then take my dagger and just finish the job. Just stab him right through the
Yeah.
onion heart.
Oh, the black
Ew.
the black star stiletto.
My black star stiletto, yes. And I will make a what is that? So 17 plus 5 is
It
22.
hits,
Hell yeah.
and it's currently daytime, so
It is. Okay, that's 3 piercing damage plus Oh wait, no, it would be 6 piercing damage plus 3 radiant damage.
okay.
So I kind of
You-
imagine it like roasts him a little bit from the inside out then.
He gets sunburnt,
Yes.
and
Something
you see the
microwave.
top. Yeah, the top of his head begins to like kind of open and sprout and peel, almost like bloom a little bit, you might say. And very quickly you have a blooming onion in front of you.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But as you sort of like plunge your dagger into this creature, which is barely has a conscience or can make choices or think, there is that flash of almost a glint of soul light in the black gem of your dagger as you plunge it forth, and there's that like flash from the inside, almost like in an anime. There's a single frame of really like bright white light with a dark, sketchy like outline, but it's like just this little onion baby. And then it like just stands there, and then a little bit of smoke rises off its body, and then it falls to the side, and then proceeds to burst into lacrimortar and explode a little bit. I need Galen, Charity, and Walga to make dexterity saving throws.
Oof.
Oh no.
Let me double check. Actually, thank you.
Nah,
Constitution.
oh, Constitution? I thought you said.
15.
I lied.
Can't believe you.
I mean, I would argue we would take a 19 here. 'Cause
Yeah. What's your bonus to con, Walga?
4.
+4. Yeah, we'll just use your
Yeah.
original roll and then add the +4 instead of the +5, so it's a 19.
Okay.
And then Emma, what'd you get?
I got a 15.
Okay, so Emma and Walga save. Charity, you do not. All of you take 3 acid damage.
Oof.
But Charity, you not expecting this sudden and violent eruption of the little onion body, you're unable to sort of pull away and close your eyes and protect yourself quick enough, and you get that lacrimometer into your eyes and clench, and tears start streaming, and it's very painful. And you are blinded for. I'll just post the.
Ugh.
No.
Oh no.
Ugh.
This is
Flaming
a
onion?
more
More like
violent
flaming
ability.
onion.
Oh my god. Give her an Oscar.
Oh,
Who's cutting onions?
Galen. Stop.
Galen, that's your turn.
I think that's it for me.
All right, Charity, you're up. Amazing.
Give it a good old wipey do.
Sounds good. Okay. Do you pick up your shield or do you leave it where it lies? Okay. You are
implying
re-shielded.
that Sin is squishy?
Yes.
And these potato men do still look a bit shaken, a little rattled. They're kind of like backing away from Sen a little bit, not really wanting to get too close to the source of that horrific bout of flame that they just experienced. But even so, they're gonna have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. You are not glowing. So Cleo, you're gonna take does a 10 hit?
No.
How about a 12?
Nope.
All right. This guy, too focused on like where, like the source of the fire, where it's very clear to you. It does not know and cannot see where the flames came from. It just felt the heat and reacted. And it seems
Sure,
to be
it makes
scrambling
contact,
a little
but
bit.
it's like attacking my scales.
Yeah. You're able to easily defend it against it. It's a weaker hit. It's not putting its all into it. And then this guy is going to swing. Probably not at Sen because it's terrified. So I guess at the next closest person, which is Charity.
Yeah.
Do a natural 1 hit. How about a 13? All right. Then they both get out their little spooked, shivery fear. Their aversion to flame. They're gaining their confidence back. They're feeling a little better about themselves now, but that was a bad turn for them. Allium's dead. Walga,
Hi.
how are you?
I would like to, I think, cast Vicious Mockery. And I had a cool one-liner, but I forgot it. So.
Do you want to try to think of another one?
This tater tot is raw! I don't know. I'm gonna attack the one by Cleo.
The green one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's a wisdom save?
I was just looking at it, you know?
Natural 20.
Whoa,
What the fuck? It was too weak. It's just not a good enough burn.
it's true.
The
It's
way
not-
bad
it's not cooked
vibes
enough.
just fall short.
The mockery
Yeah,
was not vicious.
It wasn't vicious enough. You didn't you almost triggered his aversion to fire again with those sick flames, those sick burns, but it wasn't enough.
Oh my God.
It wasn't sick. Don't patronize me.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. And well, that didn't work. So I kind of guess that's that.
Yeah, bonus action you want to do?
I think I do have a dagger if I want to stab something as like an offhand kind of thing.
Just love stabbing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to red and stab it. Just give it a
Alright.
little poke. No.
So are you gonna be walking right here?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to move.
No, you're good. Then the 22 will hit. Oh, are you? So where are you hitting from?
I'm from right here.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So I use flanking rules in my game.
Oh, okay, I forgot. I was like,
No worries.
okay.
And everyone's cool with that. It doesn't mean the enemies can flank you as well, but
I'm okay with that. That's 7 piercing damage.
Pog, he takes 7 piercing damage. Oh, you know what? Oh, never mind. I didn't forget anything. I'm so smart. Anyways.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a cool butterfly knife.
Yeah. Oh, I
Nice.
love that. All right, Cleo. Show him what fur.
Cleo just sort of looks at it with a pitying gaze. Now, you have this opportunity to, leave. If you survive, that is. As I am going to read the specifics of this spell. Okay, each creature. Damn. Okay. I don't want to hit my friends because the damage could potentially kill them if I hit them with it.
Nice.
That's so much fun, though. That's so cool.
Actions and consequences.
Cleo's just gonna clasp their hands together, and then as they bring them apart, there's this small, familiar, like blue magical sphere between them as they let forth a magic missile. All three into this thing.
Oh.
Pop, pop, pop.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total.
Correct.
So you just point blank, like, release an Uzi into this guy.
I think since he's so close, the sphere forms. Cleo like grabs it in the gauntleted hand and just like throws out like 3 quick like ice knives. Like
Yeah. You like reach your hand out, the blue energy that you clapped and stretched into being plunges into the potato man, and then out the back side of it, you see 3 popping bursts of blue energy that just dig into the ground behind it. When you pull your hand away, there's like a perfect triangle of 3 burning blue holes in its like chest that it's like trying very desperately to have its like tubing roots like close up around.
And I think as I see that, I'm actually just sort of keeping my eye on the errant magical energy just before it fades, as I preparing a reaction if it strikes me.
Oh, what's react? What are you? So you have a reaction you can use, but you're not preparing.
Yeah, it's just thematic.
Understood. Sen, time to shine.
Listen,
I'm listening.
I just want to steppy.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not really gonna steppy, but I am
Oh,
gonna
okay.
do this. Oh wait, why are you prompting me? That
Lightning lure. Who are you targeting?
this potato that ignored me.
He's afraid of you. You spook him. Strength saving throw. Got it. Yeet. 9.
I
Ouch. Oof.
Take
Ouch. And
that.
he is pulled. Yeah. Already within 10 feet of you.
yay. And
What color is your lightning? What does this look like when you cast this spell? This is something we haven't seen you do yet.
you've put me on the spot now. It's a rainbow.
No worries. I was just about to say I think it should be like a Technicolor rainbow of lightning. Like
Yeah,
all
and
of
it's not
different
like-
kinds of magic.
Yeah, it's not like it's not an RGB. I think it kind of like. Well, I guess it is an RGB. I didn't think this words.
Well, so I mean, if it's Roy G. Biv, that's probably, all the colors.
Yeah, I think it's because it's a lightning lure. It kind of feels like it's a little too fast, right before it releases. But like it's the kind of lingering after effects in your eyes. You kind of like, oh yeah, that was all those colors.
Oh, I love that. It's like a bright flash that happens in an instant, and then when you like blink and like really take in the information, you're like, wow, so many colors at once.
Yes.
That's sick. I like that a lot. Oh no. Are you gonna move it? Do you have a bonus action? Anything else you want to do?
I was trying to remember if the thingy. Nope, I could.
Okay. Gaywin.
Gaywin.
Oh,
Gaywin
wait,
is
Gays
in
do
the...
win.
Out.
The gays do be winning.
Facts.
What were you saying?
It's your turn.
Would I?
No.
Could I pull a torch out
Oh.
as a part of my bonus action?
Yes.
I would like to pull out a singular torch.
I'll say that your lightning lure can even like spark a flame on it as well if you
Oh,
want to have it
nice.
like lit.
Yes.
Ooh, can the fire be like kind of Roy Biv as well?
Yeah. So I think it's like, it's not quite a red flame. There's something a little off-putting at it, and it's kind of like if you look at it in the peripheral, like just at the corner of your eye, you kind of see the glimmer of colors shifting.
I love that.
That's really
It's
cool.
like a chromatic aberration.
Yeah.
The exact opposite of Robin. What you doing, Gaywin?
I am moving the glaive. Although this tater is pretty close to being donezo. So I feel like
Both of them are.
that's true. I feel like the wielder, the invisible wielder who is just two hands, kind of like holds the glaive out towards the almost dead potato and then like turns just a little bit as if asking Charity like, "You cool if I finish this off?"
Charity, you feel like for a moment like a powerful presence, as if something very large and looming is addressing you.
Cool. All right, we gonna. Oh, I don't know if that hits or not. That's 14.
That hits.
Oh, it does. Okay. Awesome. D8. Ooh! Not that I need it, but max damage.
This potato has been mashed.
It fully gets like chopped in half by the glaive and just like falls in two neat baked potato pieces on the
Like
floor.
Fruit Ninja.
Like Fruit Ninja. Glistening with
Twink.
potato juice. The glaive lifts back up. And then I'm gonna move over here next to it to stand back to back with invisible person.
Who is not the hottest butler you've never seen.
No, who is not the hottest butler you've never seen. Who is two hands currently. And then I don't know, I feel like everyone's kind of got the shit under control. But also, oh, he's
action.
gonna I do have an action. I mean, I guess we could just end it. Could just get this over with. Try to get him with the bell.
Bong.
So this
Bing
guy,
bong, motherfucker.
Oh,
Bing
come
bong.
on.
I don't know if he
Bing
has
bong, bing
ears or not, but I'm about to find out.
You know where we
let
were.
me see.
Oh, they don't.
They definitely don't. This guy for sure can't hear though.
Okay, so
Those are
I'm thinking.
vibrations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like with Toph.
Yeah, he has tremor sense. That's how he sees.
Yeah. So he just feels these like horrible earthquake vibrations under his feet, and somehow feels the energy of something coming for him.
I rolled a natural 20 wisdom saving throw.
Yo. Damn.
He
He can't hear.
can't hear.
he sure does have no ears. You can't
Yeah,
toll the dead when there is no tolling to be had.
This man's blind and deaf. He don't give a shit about no bell.
It's true.
You just live in the dirt and tube.
He just tube. Alright, that's all I got.
Okay, Charity,
Finish him.
bring us home.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
boy.
think that'll do it. Oh.
Oh my god. You're kidding.
Yes. A starchy
Oh
pulp
my
is had.
God.
Alright,
There is
well, I
nothing
guess
but
that,
a gross match of starch and potato flesh left.
well, mates, I guess that takes care of dinner.
I think as Charity's doing that, if she looks up, she can see that one of Cleo's eyes was sort of like slit like a dragon in preparation if the thing hit her. But then as Cleo sees Charity beat it to a pulp, it goes back to normal. Well struck,
Alright.
dear. Indeed. Now then, less interested in the potatoes because they didn't really do much. They're just gonna lean down towards these rascals because her companions had a bit of trouble with their liquids getting in their eyes. So maybe that could be an alchemical regent.
Mm.
I think we can be, just so that like navigating the rest of this place makes sense still. But I will be honest, there aren't any more immediate threats. So we don't have to be in turn order if you don't want to.
I need to see if my unseen servant is still alive.
Yeah.
If no one is going to stop Sin is just going to start pocketing vegetables.
Pocketing onions. How big are their
Okay.
pockets?
They have
A bag of holding.
a very nice sleeping bag called a bag of holding.
Oh, nice.
Good news, the unseen servant is still up.
Yes.
Yes.
Sen, how many of these onions do you grab and pocket?
Well, Sin makes a very exaggerated motion of counting how many people are with them, and then is going to pocket as many potatoes and onions as necessary. Sin is making emergency lunch boxes
Aw.
for
Oh,
her
cute.
mortal children.
Aw. Thanks,
While
Grandma.
you while you go around collecting your some lunch, Cleo, how do you want to interact with this chopped open onion?
So I'm gonna kneel down with it, get out a small sort of like it's like the mix between like a chef's knife and a paring knife.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to sort of like dissect, see if they can get some of that lacrimal fluid, and if they can get a stream, they'll get a small vial. If that's the word, not beaker. Vial of it.
Okay. Are you proficient with alchemist supplies or alchemist tools?
Yes.
Then go ahead and make me I will say either an intelligence or a dexterity check using your alchemist supplies proficiency.
They are the same. So
Can Sin help?
You have
while
bardic
Sin is
inspiration as well.
pocketing lunch.
I'll use the bardic inspiration. It's a D6 Volga.
Yup.
Okay. With a 14, you're able to sort of create some kind of like tap on this onion, and get like a little bit of a trickling flow of this quite like viscous like fluid. It's when it was being like spat out at you and sprayed in, as like a mist. It
Mhm.
felt like it was very much like a water or
So
actually maybe like
like aerated aerosol type of
yeah.
deal.
But in this concentrated form that you're extracting right from the source, it's actually like this thick, like sticky, viscous fluid. That's not quite. It's like not honey or it's. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a slightly more viscous than water is. It's very thick.
Mhm.
But you're
Agave.
able to,
Uh,
yeah, like agave or like maybe like a little bit more like fluid than aloe.
Sort of
Hmm.
like a
Um,
sap. No, sap's way viscous. Um.
but you know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
With a 14, I'll say that you're able to fill a vial with this stuff. So go ahead and add your
Is that
inventory vial.
from one, or is
Yes, that
that
is from.
from? Uh, I'll look over at Galen. Dear, do you uh just sort of shake the vial?
Hmm. What is Cleo asking?
Do you want? Because you Galen has brought up that they make their own medicines, so
Oh
Cleo's
yeah.
asking if they want a vial, or if they want Cleo to collect some.
Yes, I would love that. Thank you.
Cleo smiles and attempts to do the same to the next one.
Right. Go ahead and make another alchemist supplies check.
Ooh, even
Yeah.
better.
With the next one, you're able to get 2 more vials.
All right. So
Nice.
I will pocket 2 lacrimal fluid vials, and I'll give Galen 1.
Nice.
And also, Cleo, as you're going around examining the bodies of your fallen foes and also maybe your lunch, there's none of the onion guys are suffering from these effects, but this potato in this potato here, as you're sort of going over them, and Sen, you would probably notice this too as you're collecting these things and putting them into your bag. Both of these potatoes are like unsalvageable in their destruction, not because of how badly you damage them, but because um, where their bodies were once either fully intact or partially destroyed, most of what was there has now been replaced with a lump of large, dark black soil that's almost wet um, or damp and riddled with tiny little, like quartz-like, sand-like white crystals.
Does it look?
Tiny little.
Does it look like different from just like deep, like loamy forest soil?
Yes, it does seem like loamy forest soil, certainly, um, but not this forest's loamy soil. This forest soil is not loamy at all. It's not
I eat it.
very.
Does it
Galen, you recognize this?
Okay. She looks down at it and quickly looks away.
Charity, you also recognize this, although you only saw it briefly.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it.
Galen, do you know what this is? It's not like normal soil. I don't think that's a deterrent. I don't think that's a deterrent.
So just like, and Sin cast prestidigitation.
To clean it.
Make a spellcasting check. 15. You attempt to prestidigitate this dark black soil, and your magic does find purchase. But it's almost like there's nothing to clean. It's like whatever this substance is, this dark black soil, it already is clean. It's not tainted by anything other than what it is.
Sin gives is Charity still holding like Sin's hand or whatever? Or stopping Sin. Sin just pats her arm, gives her a thumbs up, and is just like, no worries, dear. I don't think this is the normal sort.
Galen walks over to the spiritual weapon and just kind of like gently gives one of the spectral hands a little pat to dismiss.
One hand comes away from the polearm of the glaive, and you see the glaive kind of gently twirl out to the side and lower slightly, as if someone is giving a bow.
Cleo's watching this with interest.
Soft smile. Just watches it fade away.
As you were, little one.
Cleo arches an eyebrow.
Galen doesn't say anything about it. She just acts like nothing happened. Very, very normal.
You got some whispers?
Oh, I always have some whispers.
All right. Hope they're saying something nice.
Charity's like bleeding out.
Yeah, I think they had gotten 3 of them, right? So yes, Sin will.
Oh, thank you.
Chara, you got your outsides on your insides. You want that, you need that fixed.
The inside. Well, dear, I think you mean
Alright.
her insides on her outsides. You mix them up, dear.
Well, my first language is Noel, so you have to excuse me.
You're excused. I was just, gently correcting you.
Yes.
Right then. So, even the vegetation is a bit aggressive in these parts. So, I do think we should stick a bit closer together than we were.
Yes. Best
We
tread
should
carefully.
not get too bogged down in the vegetables and try and stay on task with the rescue, honestly.
Yes.
I think if you see anything that you think is out of sorts, even if you think it would be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's certainly something.
So on first glance, you might think that it was a dog skeleton, but on closer inspection, and I don't give a shit what it looks like on the map. I'm just gonna say, on closer inspection, it actually appears to be a horse skeleton.
It's a big fucking dog.
Cleo just.
Yeah.
Walga Sen, investigating the skeleton over here.
Oh, I'm gonna continue to.
Just don't wander too far off, okay?
I'm letting the unseen servant do the wandering. He's in this corner doing corner things.
Our beautiful
he is.
milk toast
Can't see him.
butler.
That's Ryan Reynolds, the butler. No, Ryan Reynolds.
It's like the joke in Deadpool 2 where the invisible guy is secretly.
Let's see if I remember. What should I roll, friendo?
Make a medicine check.
Mehi-san.
Yeah.
Now,
Man,
sneeze.
that's a weird looking that's a really weird looking dolphin.
Have you ever seen dolphins?
um,
Basically a dolphin.
sharks,
Then points at it.
sharks and
I-
dolphins are not the same.
I think I'd like.
Well, yes and no. That's a horse, by the way. It was no longer.
And Charity, you now actually spot that there's some like old rusted horseshoes like falling off the hooves.
Get him, Jacob.
But you look at the sharp skull, and upon closer inspection, like the teeth inside the skull, like there are canine teeth in there, and you're right, it is kind of sharp.
Can I investigate the bones for like what sort of if there was like any like what kind of damage is done to the bones, like if there's anything that killed, crushed, whatever,
Yeah.
left the marks.
Go ahead and make a medicine check. And Charity, you just fucking like palm the
Is
skull.
that medicine or survival?
I would say this is like examining a corpse and trying to ascertain like the cause of death. Would be
Okay.
medicine. If you're going for survival, I think it would be more like how can I use this practically? What kind of animal it is? What tracks does it leave?
I don't know why I was angling. They're both 0. Actually, I think it's +1 with Jack of all trades. It just doesn't have it on there for whatever reason.
So bad.
So it's a 9. I don't know. Something to
Yeah,
it.
some of the bones are like cracked and broken in places, but you're not exactly sure what could have killed it. But
Can't really discern. Just probably been sitting here for a while.
the bones are old though. And
Kind of
when
want
you're
to chew it.
you're like drill a
I'm
little bit.
resisting.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, actually, I would say, Walga, there's no scent of like blood here. There's no like pull to gnaw on it. You imagine if you were to take one of these bones and chomp through it, you would find no marrow inside. These bones are old.
Sometimes you just want to chew, bro.
So then chew away, my guy.
I'm not gonna.
Charity,
Oh
make
my
a
God.
let me think.
Oh no.
Wisdom
Performance.
saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Someone's
Yes, ma'am.
mad.
All right.
I
As
freaking
you
love this.
puppet the skull of the horse and go, oh look, a horse, nay. You feel in the hand that you're holding the skull with, you feel a sudden pulse of like into this aching pain jettisoning out from your fingertip. But it passes quickly with no other effects.
Hmm.
I think we should
Oh.
probably stop messing with
Oh.
it and try and find
Um,
the person we're trying to rescue. Keep it on task.
Yes,
God.
let's focus on the rescue, but we could walk and investigate at the same time if you want to take it with.
Yeah, actually, Galen, dear, do you think with your medical expertise you could take a look at old Charity's fingers?
Of course.
Y- It is a bed of
Yeah.
flowers. There is a like a cobbled together stone basin, with soil that was clearly like potted and planted with flowers growing out of it that do not resemble any other flowers that you've seen here in the forest or in the town of Corin.
sort of.
Why?
Oh, all right.
Reflect.
Why?
Do you remember? Do you remember the?
And,
Mm,
Person we're here to rescue?
yes.
I'm simply saying.
I'll just do a quick Arcana check.
I think this would be nature. I mean, if you're
yeah,
gonna actually say
Nature?
anything magical,
Well, it seems evil and cursed.
the flowers do.
Oh, I thought they had the same vibe. That's
I mean, you can do Arcana if you're trying to check for if these flowers are fucked up and cursed. If they stank of that dark magic, baby.
I think I'm going to do Arcana on the horse skeleton while Cleo looks at the flowers.
Oogie,
I guess nature then.
nature, please. Yes, ma'am.
I was told to look at flowers.
Yes.
Michael, Cleo would probably be familiar with this kind of flower. Um, I don't have a flower name because I'm not a fucking botanist, but it's a very beautiful, brightly colored breed of flower. They are quite easy to take care of and raise on your own, but they're rare. They're expensive. You've seen flowers like this in like noble households and as decorations at like fancy parties or in someone's like office. But something to note is that these flowers, while they're easy to take care of, they are kind of notorious for not being able to survive without the care of someone like like taking care of it.
Are they alive?
These flowers, yes, they are.
Well, these flowers here, I believe they're. So as I just look at some flower names. We'll just call them peonies. These peonies are rather beautiful, but they're rather temperamental also. Someone must have been taking care of them. Uh, they're quite beautiful.
So someone lives nearby.
I don't suppose it's you. You seem to be adept with plants.
I wouldn't go this far into the forest alone.
So someone must be nearby. While I'm looking at the flowers, just how's the dirt look? Is it like free of like weeds? Like they've been like just.
No, it is riddled with all kinds of growing life. Some of the clusterwood branches have sort of taken over the flower bed in some places and kind of like riddled and dug through the soil here, in and
But
out.
still, they survive and are flourishing.
Yes.
Something about this wood, it both strangles and allows life to flourish.
It sounds
At least-
familiar.
I'm sure.
Emma with a 16 Arcana check. Um, it's a dead horse. It ain't magic.
It ain't bad. It ain't magic. But why does it have
Right.
dog teeth?
Why does it have dog teeth? I don't know if it's dog teeth. It's just got some sharp canines.
It's got some sharp canines.
Yeah, it's an old skeleton.
Okay. Nothing to worry about with the horse, I don't think.
It's a werehorse.
Let's start
Oh.
walking. What's up?
You know what I will say though, Galen, with a 16, you do just get that a spark when you're sort of you're opening up your senses to the arcane around you, kind of falling back into your training and the lessons you've been taught about this sort of thing. And like when you were little, sort of picking out trinkets and baubles that you were presented and
Yeah.
identifying what sort of magic clung to them. You do something similar here, and while there isn't any potent magic, any like curse or enchantment or any clear dark magic stank, you do get a little spark of this sort of energy that courses through you from this creature. It seems to have some kind of light in it that just is sort of lingering in the same way that every living thing has light in it. And you get that sort of vigorous primal orange sensation kind of trickle up down your spine for a moment.
I think the ghost might still be in it. Not sure though.
Well, we can hardly help the spirit, so let's tend to the living, yes?
Yeah. Charity, let's walk. I'll look at your finger while we do. I hope so too. We zoom in. Look at us go.
This seems to be the end of this map, Riley, so I don't know if you need us to group up so you can copy paste us, or
There is still things left unexplored, but this is a way. This is a direction.
we are going this direction.
Okay. As you head this direction,
Oh, no, no.
there sure is.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds.
We can't see him, though.
You can feel him.
Can we?
The vibe
No.
of Ryan Reynolds is so potent.
Wait.
We all get free cell stones from Mint Mobile.
But yeah, as you guys push your way through here, it almost doesn't seem like a passageway at first, where these clusterwood trees kind of huddle so close together. But as you kind of push through a little bit of a squeeze here, it opens up this little winding corridor that leads further into the forest. And if you were to push through, you would leave behind this larger open area.
Cleo will offer to sort of bring up the rear and sort of urge Galen to go through.
Okay. She'll go through.
Sounds good.
As Cleo is the second tankiest here.
This is true. This is true.
I was making dumb jokes on mute again. I'm sorry, everyone.
I want to hear
You
them.
know what?
Ryan
You're so
Reynolds has
forgiven.
weed loppers in his hands, and he's making sure nobody gets smacked in the head by a low-hanging branch.
Good.
He's extremely useful.
We love him. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, guys. We're making our way to away from this area, and I will reveal the whole area, I guess.
Skeleton!
Dogs with horse mouths.
Dogs with horse mouths, yeah.
Oh my god.
But we make our way out of here. And as you guys press further into the forest, I think maybe now is the time to take a quick break. Fill up on water, use the restroom.
I do have to go to bed soon. It is 11. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So
At what time?
I don't know. I have not checked yet, but I would prefer to go to bed by 11:30 if that is okay.
Okay. Do you want to have a hard out at 11 or hard out at 11:30?
Hard out at 11:30. If we could just kind of start winding down, like to the session end.
Sounds good. Then do we want to not take a break and just keep going, or?
I also feel like this was a good stopping point. Getting out to
We can
the
also
big...
just stop now then.
Honestly, yeah, it feels like a nice sort of end cap.
The D&D gremlin with me disagrees.
Yeah, we got a whole hour. Oh wait, no, it's 11. Never mind.
Got a whole 40 minutes.
I'll tease you guys a little bit then.
Oh.
With the beginning of the next.
Don't tease me. I have 2 more weeks before this crap goes again.
All right, Ryan Reynolds, charge into the abyss. I want to see what eats you. And he I can't see it, but he gives me a huh?
Ryan Reynolds is out in front of you. He is He is the tip of the spear and can convey zero information to you about what he sees.
I can feel that he exists, and if he stops existing, I'll know it's bad.
Oh, that's actually great. Okay. But yeah, it's the light is growing dimmer as the day moves on. We shift from morning to afternoon as you press further into the dungeon, the Clusterwood Forest. But we will handle some travel time stuff and this next room next time.
Alright, I sent Mr. Reynolds on a cheeky little reconnaissance mission. We'll see what he comes back with. If he
Hell
comes
yeah.
back at all.
Ooh, another thing I like to do, because I like making homebrew monsters so often, is I'm gonna make a channel called Bestiary, and I like to post like the homebrew
Yeah.
stat blocks I make
Yes,
after
I'm
you defeat stuff.
into that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hell yeah. This was so fun.
Mhm.
Yes.
I like this part.
Yes.